Kira, are you alright?
Honestly, I'm not great.
I see. Then it is fortunate I came along.
I think so too. This feeling gets worse the closer we get to Elon.
What is it that you're sensing?
When you came back from Elon, Scourge and I both got this weird feeling, like we just uncovered a memory. It's unclear, but familiar. Like a dream.
I tried to help Kira and Scourge clarify the details of what they sensed, to bring their feelings into focus. But my guidance could only do so much. We all agreed that further exploration was necessary. Scourge traveled to a place I am unfamiliar with. There are ruins there that he suspects may have a connection to Darth Nul.
I wish the big guy was here. I can't remember the last time I did something like this without him.
It is for the best. Your paths will join again, though you must walk alone for now. My hope is that being in the presence of this fortress on Elon will make sense of the strange feelings you are having.
And whatever these feelings are, if they have something to do with Darth Nul, then maybe they could help you figure out what Malgus was trying to do. Guess we're about to find out, one way or another. The hand of the Empire's recovery team should have plenty to tell us.
Before we discuss anything else, it would be best if Kira and I familiarized ourselves with this place.
We'll meet you at the camp after we look around for a bit. I promise we won't break anything.
Talos?
Greetings, my lord. You must be eager to see how we are progressing. This has certainly been one of the most intriguing expeditions I've ever participated in, even after all my time in the Reclamation Service. And working with Colonel Gola has been a truly enlightening experience.
It sounds like you've achieved much working with this team.
An apt observation. Believe it or not, this fortress may not have been as isolated as we first believed. Sifting through the wreckage, I've uncovered several artifacts that bear striking similarities to relics discovered on previous archaeological digs, on worlds far from this one. Once the relics here are thoroughly documented, I will conduct a full investigation into these connections. Perhaps you could provide a map that identifies other locations Malgus targeted. Oh, I shudder to think what other priceless sites he may have ransacked if you hadn't stopped him.
Malgus may be imprisoned, but we can't be complacent.
I completely agree. If you are so inclined, I would encourage you to examine some of the relics for yourself. You'll find them around the camp. Someone with your ability should have no trouble recognizing the mystifying sensations I've described. Do let me know if I can be of any further assistance.
A pleasure to see you again. It's been quite some time since the incident in the Dune Sea.
I'm glad to see you've offered your assistance.
We've been incredibly fortunate to have Colonel Gola join us. His expertise has been nothing short of invaluable to this team.
Thank you, Lord Rivik. Such high praise, especially considering the results of this mission.
What do you mean?
I've led many expeditions that were largely successful despite their dangers, but this one is unusual. Our time here has been relatively uneventful, yet we haven't learned much. Every fragment of every artifact found in these ruins has been examined twice over, but we still can't conclusively say why Darth Nul built the machine inside this fortress. But with you here, perhaps we'll grow closer to solving this mystery. Anything you and Lord Rivix could tell me about your time here would be helpful.
No, I don't believe it.
What's happening?
That feeling I couldn't explain. I didn't think it would be this. This was from Darth Nul's machine? That Malgus destroyed?
It was.
Darth Nul. She was a child of the Emperor.
Valkorian's children are dead. I killed most of them.
Not that kind of children. The children of the Emperor were a secret weapon. Kind of like the servants we stopped from killing Master SWTOR. They've both been around for centuries. The big difference is the servants blindly follow the Emperor. That wasn't the case for the children. The Sith would take people and implant them with a small piece of the old Emperor's power. Then he could control them, make them do whatever he wanted. Most of the children weren't even aware of what had been done to them. Not until it was too late.
But the Emperor is gone. If he had any control left over the remaining children, that connection has been severed.
This begs the question. Why would Malgus take such an interest in a pawn of the former Emperor? A centuries-old pawn at that. If only there was someone who could tell us more.
It sounds like you already have someone in mind.
Indeed, I do. According to the records we obtained, 2 dig teams were originally sent to Elon, one from the Republic and one from the Empire. Every member of both teams has been accounted for except one. A young Jedi named Sahar Katin. All of our personnel files indicate that she's the Padawan of the Jedi historian who led the Republic's expedition team, Master Denom Or.
A missing Padawan who survived an encounter with Darth Malgus. The Republic will be furious when we get to her first.
Their anger will be immeasurable. But let's not revel in it too soon. Sahar Katin must have witnessed what Malgus was doing here. If she's alive, she will tell us all she knows.
And you're gonna ask her nicely, right? No Sith interrogation techniques.
That is something to decide when we locate the Padawan. But finding leads will take time. Until then, I have a suggestion. Speak to Malgus.
You think he'll say anything?
Not willingly, but the certainty he's placed in his own schemes can be used against him. If that fails, I'm sure that a little encouragement will compel him to reveal something useful. The path forward grows ever longer, it seems.
Rakan? It's me. It's Sahar. Wait. Rakan. Please. Stop. What is wrong with you? I risked everything to be here and you won't even listen to me. If I hadn't saved you, who knows what these slavers would have...
What in blazes you talking about? I'm not a slave.
But I thought...
You left. You don't know anything. This should have been my fight. My chance at greatness. But you stole it from me. Again.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Rakan. For everything. I shouldn't have spoken to you like that, and I'm sorry for leaving you behind. I regret it. All the time. I would give anything to go back and do things differently. I know I can never completely make it up to you, but please, can I at least try? You're all I have left. Whatever you need, I can help you.
I don't need you. But I do know someone who can use you. Follow me. Keep up and keep quiet, or you're finished.
You're here. Good. I tried a few techniques to prepare him for your conversation, but the results were unsurprising. He wasn't particularly forthcoming. Perhaps you'll have better luck?
Let's talk about Elon. What were you doing in Darth Nul's fortress? Are you really not going to say anything? Give us some privacy.
Out of the question. I'm not leaving you alone with him.
I said, leave us.
We'll leave you to it. Don't let your guard down.
All I want is to understand your intentions. What you were doing and why. Why are you so interested in a child of the Emperor?
You are hopeless.
What did you say?
You're a fool. A witless, miserable wretch. And your desperate flailing against the inevitable is pathetic. You failed to see what was right before your eyes. Darth Nul was no child of the Emperor. She was the first, the mother of them all. Darth Nul created the children of the Emperor. She hunted the quarry. She broke them, indoctrinated them. His power, his will, but her methods, her inventions, until the Emperor no longer found her useful.
Everything Nul had on Elon was destroyed. No one can use those machines anymore.
Do you think a Sith like Darth Nul had no other designs? Do you think the secrets buried in that fortress will stay hidden forever? This is beyond your control. Everything my plan required to succeed has happened. My vision will come to pass. Nothing you do will stop this.
That's what you believed the last time you tried this. What happened then? You failed, Malgus. Whatever it is you started, I'm ending it.
Darth Nul created the children of the Emperor? That's way worse.
Malgus must have wanted to create something similar. An army of unwitting slaves.
He rebelled against the Empire with willing soldiers, and he failed. This time, he wanted to completely control his followers.
Maybe. It's not like he'd be the first Sith to try something like that. Did Malgus say anything else?
He said that capturing him stopped nothing. That Nul's secrets wouldn't stay hidden forever.
Sounds like he was bluffing. Scourge and I spent years hunting down the last of the old Emperor's followers, and even we didn't find anything about Nul.
And since we became aware of her existence, no one in the Force Enclave has found anything.
Non-existent records, a ruined fortress. The Emperor obviously got rid of Nul and destroyed all of the evidence for good measure.
Not everything, apparently.
What do you mean?
While you were questioning Malgus, Darth Rivik sent us these audio files. They were recovered from a datapad his team found after you left Elon.
Expedition report. Day 4. Jedi Master, Diggin, Elon Recovery Team Leader. The more we examine the powerful device at the center of these ruins, the more concerned I become. There is a dark energy that radiates from it. One that I recognize all too well. I fear how being so close to it affects Sahar. But I must put my uneasiness aside for now. My focus must be finding and destroying the Holocron Nul left here. All of her designs, her plans, could be within. I will not stop until I erase every last dark stain left by the children of the Emperor. I must rectify all that we have done.
Did anyone know this Jedi was a child of the Emperor? What else do you think he was hiding?
Admitting that you used to be mind-controlled by the Sith Emperor doesn't exactly make you popular. I don't fault him for keeping it quiet. Master Orr mentioned a holocron. I didn't see one at the recovery team's camp.
Neither did I.
And there is no mention of a holocron in the list of artifacts the recovery team sent to us for review.
So we've got a missing Padawan and a missing holocron. Could be unrelated, but I stopped believing in coincidences a long time ago.
We should focus on locating the holocron before someone else decides to use it. And there's no guarantee that it's in the possession of Master Orr's Padawan.
We shouldn't commit to doing anything with the holocron until we've studied it ourselves. There may be something on it that benefits us.
There won't be.
Any major decisions can be made once we actually locate Sahar Katin or the holocron.
Fair enough. This has all been a lot. I think I'll go meditate for a while.
While we're on the subject of locating Darth Nul's relics, Sana Ray, do you have anything to report about your team's investigation?
Yes. My news is concerning. I have been unable to reach my team for quite some time.
What did they say when you spoke to them last?
They said the planet we sent them to was wild, untamed, overrun with frenzied wildlife. But in the chaos, they found something. An ancient place. The structure was crumbling, but there were strange markings on the walls. A powerful force energy kept them from entering the ruins. They planned to look for other ways inside. We lost contact shortly after. If something has gone wrong, I would like to offer my assistance. I will go to these ruins and search them myself.
If you approve, of course.
We are getting nowhere with this lead. If your team isn't responding, we should move on.
I will do what I can to reach them again, and hope the Force guides them home.
I believe that was everything.
I know you all have tasks that your time would be better spent on, so get to them. Now!
Jate, you answered.
I've tolerated your absence for too long. Come back now, or I put an end to this partnership.
That's what I'm calling about. This could all be over soon. Been a long hunt, but I found the vermin's nest. It's on an old dirtball of a planet called Runic. Looks like the traitor got a lot more spineless parasites to rally around her than I planned for.
I know my limits. I can't take her down alone. Too many fools standing between her and me. But if you help me cut through the trash, I'll make her face me. We can end this once and for all. It's time for Hedda Cole to pay.